1980, it is my privilege indeed to introduce Mr. Franklin Shepard, who wrote that song for his commencement year, with words by his classmate and collaborator, Charles Kringles. That was long ago, 1955. None of us here was born yet, but that was the year Franklin Shepard went out from Lake Forest to the world. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished guest, the great songwriter and film producer, Mr. Franklin Shepard.
Wow! Is that some introduction? You know, I like this fella to follow me around and announce the events of my day. Hi, here are your bills. Your divorce came through. Your movie was a disaster. Now, actually, he totally reminds me of myself at his age. Oh, he doesn't see it. And he's not going to be kind and lie. Please. I'm Franklin Shepard, and I am that success. You just heard my young counterpart there so thrillingly introduced. And I was also my class valedictorian when I graduated from here 25 years ago, way back in 1955. Are these kids swell? Well, I'm sure that, like me, all of you out there wonder, whatever happened to the world's ideals? Well, you don't have to wonder anymore. This gang right behind me here have taken them all. Now, would I be hanged if I told these young innocents they have to remember a few realities? Because I can save this bunch so much pain and hurt if I can make them understand that part of it, the big part, is not necessarily doing the best. It's doing the best you can.
No, it's doing the best.
Oh, you begin with a goal. But your goal is going to go. It's going to change. It has to change. Because a goal is something one aims for more than one achieves.
It's the old tell it like it is speech.
And you kids know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you better start by hearing the word practical right here, right now, today. Now, I don't mean live by practical, but let me prepare you. Someday, I guarantee, you're going to know practical very well.
Wow.
Fate has a way of introducing us to practical eventually.
It's a break, Mr. Shepard.
And it's the same with the word compromise.
Compromise. Even started.
Yesterday is done.
Compromise is how you survive.
It's how you give up.
Compromise is the bottom line. That I can tell you.
Merrily we roll along.
And if you know before,
Bursting with
if you know now that all you're intending to happen probably ain't gonna happen. Because life has some ideas about your intentions. Hey, kids, listen to us old guys if you can. I know you don't see it yet, but you're going to be us someday.
Not if I don't.
Rolling along.
Listen, I understood the facts, least of anybody, when I was your age. I believed all I dreamed was to compose music. And I did, as you remember. Well, you may not. But you may. Well, you may not either. It's been a while.
Dreams don't die, but keep an eye on your dreams. And before you know where they are, time goes by and hopes go dry, but you still can try for your dreams.
Oh, yeah, music was going to fulfill me, sustain me, support me. But then real life came along. And suddenly, well, I had choices to make.
How can you get so far off the track? Why don't you turn around and go back? How does it happen
hear something amazing? Ask most people here if where they are is where they were headed. And I'll bet you, they won't even remember where they were headed when they were your age. All of you students will never know how I bounced around and been bounced around.
Making you feel merrily,
Yeah,
merrily.
a lot of you may know.
Walking along.
Because I know the rules.
Some roads you really
I'll
climb.
share with you today.
Some rise around and leave you jumpy. Why make it tough by day? Grumpy, plenty of roads to try. Some roads are buggy, some roads are pretty fly. Look around a bit, some rise around and leave you jumpy. Why make it tough by day? Grumpy, plenty of roads to try. Better look back, won't you really fly? Better look back, better look back, better look back, better look back, better look.
How did you get there from here, Mr. Shepherd? What did you have to go through?
How did you get there from here, Mr. Shepherd? How did you get to be you? Bending with the road, riding through the countryside. Merrily we roll along, catching at dreams. Dreams that will explode, waking up the countryside. Everybody merrily, merrily, sing 'em your song. Rolling along, rolling along, rolling along, rolling on party. So we bought this little condominium.
Found this little Chinese gardener.
A clear case of studio politics.
We were stuck on the freeway till 6:30. So we bought this little condominium.
Great
Smog. Points.
party.
Life is swinging. Skies are blue and bells are ringing. And we can't wake up singing. Look at me, I'm rich and happy. Days are sunny. Working off lots of money. Filled with people smart and funny. Filled with people rich and happy. Who says all we have? I say let it now. It's my time coming through. All my dreams coming true. Gorgeous house, gorgeous water. What's any more from mine? Skies are beaming. Future bright and prospects gleaming. Best of all, I don't stop dreaming. Just because I'm rich and famous and therefore happy to party. Hey, pal.
Hey, pal. So, how do you think it went tonight?
The premiere. You know, I think they liked it. They all came to the party.
They always do.
Hey, what do you think? You're the film critic.
Oh, no. I'm here as your old and wonderful friend. I'm not here as a critic. And you know, if I didn't like it, I just wouldn't run a review.
And I would never honestly ask if you liked it. By the way, will you be running a review? Mary, don't get too drunk.
Frank, I can't get too drunk. Hey, who's the kid trying to make points by singing your old song?
He composed a score for Light Out of Dark.
Tell him he's made his point. Hey, how come you didn't compose your own score?
He's got a newer sound.
Well, that's certainly better than no sound at all. Franklin, you're ignoring me.
Yes, I am.
Well, you know, I have feelings.
Listen, I have a wife. And she has friends. Woo, I see one now.
Frank, for a man in your 40s, you still look very handsome.
Oh, I needed to hear that. You know, just today I was invited to go back and speak at my old high school commencement next year. Since I will be now 25 years.
Be still, my
than to remind you.
Are you gonna go? Well, only if my movie flops, my marriage collapses, my life falls apart, and I need some good press.
I must admit the movie's terrible.
I imagine Frank's theory terrible.
These are the movers. These are the shapers. These are the people that fill the papers.
Terrible.
These are the brands.
Wasn't it just terrible?
They all have ranks.
When you see a movie that bad, what on earth can you say? Congratulations!
These are the movers. These are the shapers. These are the people that give you papers.
20 years ago, who'd have guessed? I'd be standing here, swaying host to the very best. All the powers that be.
Terrible!
Everybody I see.
Wasn't it just terrible? Terrible!
Beautiful Frank! Wasn't it just terrible?
Beautiful Frank, when a movie's that bad, what on earth can anyone say? Party!
It is my first picture, and if she's such an old and good friend, just ask her what she's going to write.
Meg, please.
Now, don't all drown in champagne because we have a critic here who may just give us her review.
By the way, where's Mrs. Shepherd? Who asked that question?
Pain in your shoulder, Frank?
Must be age.
You got a cute nurse.
Thank you. I know you and Frank go way back.
But seldom forward.
Actually, Franklin gave me the novel you wrote, and I read it over and over.
Ah, didn't you get it the first time?
I'm so tempted to ask you what you thought of me in the movie tonight.
And I am so tempted to tell you.
Hey, folks, the real reason I put everything I have in this movie is because of its hits. I'll have all the money I would ever need, and I can start my life all over again.
And if it doesn't,